Alright, and there we go. We now have tightened our grip over the Mediterranean, which is awesome. And we've also earned a bunch of money with which to repay loans. I was not expecting it to be quite that lucrative, I must admit. We're down to 7. We've actually come out ahead, even with the embracing. And corruption's down to 4.89. Cool. That actually went surprisingly well. Do I want to group you all together? I think I do. And let's go ahead and turn those forts off. And tell you to jump on the boats and head home. Should consider cancelling a couple of the non-vassal alliances to help you with Diplo power gain. I mean, I still like being allied with Poland and Hungary and Tunis. Because if I drop Tunis, then the Ottomans tend to pick them up. And I really don't want them like nibbling away at my back end when I'm fighting the Ottomans. I have better things to be doing. Akanulu, yes. Coring. I have no no war exhaustion, so yeah, go ahead. And I am focusing Diplo, and we do have a Diplo ruler right now, which the previous one wasn't. So we should be okay. I'm not overly concerned. You jump on the ships, head over to Rashid. And then conversions. Can I convert the Catholics? I cannot. Just. So if I started going to mysticism for a while, I'd be able to convert a lot of these things. Play a Viking Venice. Again, same problem. Take Timbuktu, carve your way to them. Part of the problem that I'm facing right now is I have not seen South Africa, which means I cannot sail my navy round. And Suez doesn't exist, and unfortunately you can't just carry your ships over land. Which is what the Mamluks must have done, surely. Though I guess they could have just had 2 navies. I mean, hell, the Vikings routinely carried their ships. Why couldn't everyone else do that? It's so obvious. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. How is my aggressive expansion? Pretty much non-existent, with the exception of Lithuania for some reason, who seem to have cared deeply about the fact that I took those guys out. I am really tempted to start going after Ethiopia now. You want Alexandria? Oh, it's Coptic Church thing, isn't it? I am sorely tempted to go after you. And then, yes, we will start pushing south from there, because remember, Adal is a vassal. You could even go to Ajuran, though Ajuran would actually be a bit more difficult to take out. You're a vassal of... okay, maybe not. And you are Sunni. Less people will care about the fact of me going after Ethiopia. We're going to do it. We're going to build a spy network. And also, you lot can just go ahead and mothball at this point. The Amirs want control of even more territory! You're greedy, that's what you are. And then the other thing oh, you're already at level 3. Can I promote you? You're 47, you'd be quite expensive to promote. Let's spend another chunk of change on corruption, rooting out of. The amount of money I'm making is definitely going up. I mean, I'm spending 26 ducats on rooting out corruption. That used to be the interest payments. Currently playing as the Ottomans, and Constantinople event converted Shia, causing me 5.7 religious unity and being unconvertible without full mystic and advisor. Yeah, that'd be difficult. Otherwise, I'm just going to wait until I can pay some more loans. How close am I to getting more legalism? You know what? I might actually move towards mysticism for a while and get some of this stuff converted. Though my religious unity is still really high. Like, it's not actually a problem that this stuff is not being converted. Hey Mordred, do I like the new expansion? I do. I think it's actually been really, really good for the game. It's kind of a surprise sleeper hit. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is. It might just be this good because it's the Mamluks, and the Mamluks have got a lot of attention. I was kind of hoping that, like, all of the improvements the Mamluks have, the Timurids had. Very disappointed by the Timurids, but absolutely overwhelmed by how fun the Mamluks are, and I suspect strongly, having seen some other streamers and YouTubers playing as well, that carries over to other nations here in the Middle East, and certainly will carry over to the Ottomans, because it means you have a legitimate threat to your southern border now, rather than just Austria. So yeah, I really like this. Like, they've done a lot for changing the balance in this area. During a geography class, I fell asleep thinking of my Byzantium games. When we got to Turkey, I woke up and reflex said, "Remove kebab." Oh dear, how'd that go down? Trade range plus 25%. I'd rather have the trade efficiency. I'd really rather have the Diplotech, though. Foreign theologians enliven scholarship. The theologians we invited to our country have come greedy to enrich local religious scholarship, so we can gain some more legalism, including a theologian, a Tunisian, so he does not get the cost reductions. Or we move slightly... Or we also move towards legalism, we just don't get the theologian. I think I'll take the admin. I guess we're going legalism, then. Also, the Amirs are greedy for even more land. Speaking of which, Dulkadir could definitely do with becoming a state. And I am fully willing to spend some points. Oh, you already stated. Cool. In that case, where would be next? Gulf Coast is a 17. Morea, 17. Where's Morea? Morea's up here. That's Morea. Yeah, I'm not doing Morea. That's going to be hard to get any more of. How many states can I get? Probably another 3? Yeah, 3. Bahrain. I mean, Syrian Desert and Lower Nubia would be the obvious ones because they're already full. Gulf Coast is most likely to be worth the most. Where is that? That's probably these bits? Yes. You know what? Yeah, go ahead and do those. And spend the admin required to core it. And then I would say one more. Not Morea, probably Bahrain. Which is here. I know it was in that area. Okay, and we will go ahead and core you. Alright, so that's actually probably going to increase our money even further. It did. Which is awesome. And then what, 1 short? Yeah, 1 short. Which we can kind of keep in our pocket in case we do take something else. So, we are fabricating claims on Ethiopia. We are coring those, that's fine. I haven't actually got all of my army home yet. Right, stop mothballing. Come and grab my army, please. I usually give my forts to emirs where possible. For the defensive bonus, that's not a bad idea. Karakanulu has rivaled me. That is brave. Because I kind of fancy humiliating someone. Well, alright then, Karakanulu, if you really want to rattle that sword, I will... Can I steal land from you? Oh, I nearly could. Oh, I nearly could. Relative strength of alliances. So if I built a couple more troops, then I totally could. Right, we're going to do a spy network against you as well. And we are currently improving relations in Akanulu, which I don't need to do anymore. And Amirs want provinces. Right, of course, yes. So the way that I usually do it is I give them low trade production value places with low overall development. But it's not a bad idea giving them the places of the forts. Hang on. Like you. Although you're a high development one. You're not. You're not terrible either. You can go to the Amirs. That'll do. There we go. Good idea. Mordred, they have Chick-fil-A in the UK. I have no idea what that is. Why won't I take expansion? That uncolonized strip of land is triggering OCD. Because I have far better things to be taking than an entire idea group for just OCD. I think I'm going to go for Ethiopia next. Can I go up and diplo? I can. Okay, so we are one technology behind, and we're still 10 years to catch up in that. We are focusing you. How much am I losing from diplomatic relations? Only 2. Okay, we're not doing too bad. And Dawashir could actually, and in fact Adal, could both do with a marriage. Let's make sure we get that done. And I can get another military idea. Sure. I see no real reason not to do this. So let's grab that, and now I can build up my army. And my force limit is 130, so I can get another full stack. And in fact, I need to change my template. That is now wrong. Needs to be a... Wait, 15.10.5? Yeah, it is 15.10.5, okay. So right-click to delete. Unfortunately, there is no modify. So we'll call you standard. And then it's 15... 10, 5. So I might do that. So we have armies of 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I think that's probably a better template now. And also, I should really have my standard mercenary template just so I can get mercenaries quickly. This is so helpful during multiplayer games, by the way. Just have a template which allows you to hire 10 mercs at a time. Just go, boom, 10 mercs, then you send them off to fight in your front line. Really helpful. Oh, Chick-fil-A, I see. I'm going to get both. Subway and a Chick-fil-A. Fair enough. The province income goes up by 0.1 per month. If you build a temple, it will pay for itself in 84 years, assuming it costs 100. And I have economic ideas, so they are cheaper. And yes, I do need to do a little bit of backfilling, because there are a couple of places. I do usually go up to 0.1. So there are a few places that I do need to build them, but I'm kind of in an aggressive mood right now. I feel like we need to go to war and beat someone up. I also still need to pay off my loans. How are we doing for the corruption? I think once corruption's down to 4%, I'm going to stop rooting it out and just let it do its thing naturally. Because that's going to be another 30 ducats, which I can then add. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Our faith gives us peace and security, so we have no need to oppress others. Even those in the darkest depths of heretical beliefs can see how God encourages the respect of all humankind. So we just got a free conversion. Cool. And that apparently was the free conversion of that one province, which would have taken 1,111 months to convert. Nice. That is pretty nice. And I need to... 2-hour recordings get kind of unwieldy. Okay, there we go. And we are still burning down a lot of corruption reduction because we have got positive stability and ahead of time admin. Although we are losing some because of the overextension. Which is taking a while to get done. These are fairly large provinces. What province are you in? Chukanovra. Is this one that is a state? It is a state already. Interesting. Which is why you cost more. Are you a trade state? No. Oh, I already own Crete. Of course, I took Crete so that I could have claims on the entirety of the Aegean coastline from the Ottomans. Right, so I need to standardize my template, so I'm just going to go We'll suffer a tiny bit of attrition in the short term. We're going to group you. Conform to template. Standard. Pull you out. Conform to template. Standard. Pull you out. Conform to template. Standard. I love this button. It's amazing. Pull you out. And then conform to template. I need loads more money to do that. Okay. That's fine. Have I also tried Jade Dragon? A new series of that went up onto YouTube today. So, yes. Although I have not yet had anything to do with China. No one wants to work. How dare they? Outrageous behaviour. Alright, so we're down below 4 corruption. I'm going to stop rooting it out. And we're just going to make loads of money and start just building all the things. And you're going to need to conform to a template. In fact, I'm probably going to have 2 more armies here, which is not necessarily what I want. So I might get rid of some of the cavalry, which is over the numbers that I wanted. And yeah, we're building a lot more artillery, so development costs of artillery is about to go up here. How much were you going to cost? 446. Yikes. Right, because I need a bunch more infantry and a bunch more artillery. And then I'm going to be 6 cavalry over. That's fine. I could also start drilling some of these guys. How old are you? Because the age of the general is now going to start mattering, because you've been around a while. Does it not say? Is there no way of seeing the age of your general? That seems like one hell of an oversight. Dhimmis flout building restrictions. So more legalism and the Ulema get more loyal, or more mysticism and the Dhimmi become more loyal. I think I even have... Oh, I do have the Dhimmi. They're back. Well, I think I'm still going to go legalism here. So we'll go up to 44. Next time you get a military idea, it should be quantity, so you can have 50% more stacks and have enough manpower to stand up to the Russians. Yeah, I most likely will. What is the highest amount of ducats I've made in a single EU4 game? You mean per month or total? Because playing as Venice, I made a silly amount. Who would I have made more with? Venice probably was the most. Before they made Merchant Republics terrible, Venice was hands down the most fun game I had. Except maybe for that Knights game. England you can make a lot. Holland you can make a lot. It probably was that Venetian game. I also did a Genoa game where I took the entire coastline into India. That also made a lot of money. So I don't remember offhand. I've played so many games of EU4, I have no idea. Making 43 ducats a month now. How's that, loans? Ha! I still do need to pay them off, though. In fact, I'm still paying 10 ducats a month in interest for these 7 loans. I should really pay those off, and then I get those 10 ducats for myself, 11 ducats for myself. And I can invest those into building bigger armies. Also, we're still on speed 3. My bad. Do you have ships that you don't need to have? No. Okay, then. Are you mothballed? No, you should be. Can I repay another loan? No, because these are all 600s. Okie dokie. But we should be paying these off pretty quickly. I mean, 45 ducats a month, that's a lot of ducats. Unfortunately, we are still restarting loans. Inflation's 9%, which is manageable. And it will be constantly going down after this, so there we go. Am I protecting trade? I should be. Yes, I am. That's what that icon there means. Protecting trade in Alexandria, protecting trade in Aden. And there we go. Cores are completed. And that is another loan that can be repaid. No, it's not. 727. Ouch. I think maritime is another idea that I really need, so that I can increase the number of light ships I have, so I can start increasing the grip I have on those areas. I'm sorely tempted to shift some of the light ships I have there. Also, I could build some more shipyards. Hey, Dana. Right, now I can pay a loan. Repay. Lovely. Because trade ideas doesn't increase the number of ships you can get, right? No. That trade steering plus 25% is going to be really strong, as is the efficiency and just the extra merchant. Caravan power, 2 more merchants would be amazing. Be up to 7 then. And am I able to annex anybody? No. When can I do it next? 4 years' time. Still a ways away. Have you missed any big advances for the Mamluks? You've missed me repaying a massive amount of money to the various banks of the world. You've missed me invading and taking Cyprus and Rhodes. I think that's about it, really. Oh, and vassalizing Adal. Wave obscurantism. I'll take the prestige hit because it's fairly easy for me to get prestige back. The Dargah, the Sufi Sheikhs, has passed away in Sina, and his followers are now putting up a shrine in his honour. Pilgrims from various parts of the country are already starting to come to the province to see the shrine of this great man, some calling him a saint. So we can seek guidance, which increases mysticism, and that also increases the money that we can get. Oh, it's a Sufi shrine regardless. So if we disfavour the Sufis, then we get legitimacy and admin tech for like 25 years. And we still get the Sufi shrine. Oh, but it's not until the end of the game. It's only for 10 years. I see. I'm going to take the 10 years. And also the move towards legalism, because money! Money is good. And still earning it. Good. Takia! For centuries, many of the followers of the Vali have considered it a necessity to hide themselves and feign adherence to other religious customs in order to keep their faith alive. So we can move even further towards legalism. Or towards mysticism. No, it's legalism. Are we at 70 yet? Oh, 1% sure. Are you kidding me? Because then I can do the enforced faithful adherence and we can drop our corruption even more. Although it is now dropping of its own accord. Because we're ahead of time in admin. We're not that far away from getting ahead of time in Diplo, either. Rebels? I don't deal with rebels. Oh. That's disappointing. Because they're going to take the fort, which means I can't just land in there. It means I have to pay my army too. I can only carry, like... Oh, jeez, that's going to be hard to take, actually. I'm not even sure I can do this. Because I'm going to be dropping 10 men in there at a time. Actually, yes, I can. Let's shift both of you. Whoa, not at the same time, though. Stay there. No reason for you to be taking attrition as you're running around. Then you... sail over there. Where are you moving to? Anatika. Really? Because I would be totally okay with you doing that. Although it's going to take you 5 months. 4 months. Or I could just drop these armies on top of you. Very, very quickly. Nah, it would be easier just to fight you here. And also, pay off another loan! Come at me, bro. What's this? I met you at the beaches. Oh, you died. That's a crying shame. Alright, are you still held by rebels? You are. So, jump on the ships, sail away. Jump on the island and conquer it. The rest of you, stop paying them. You, head home. Right, 5 loans. Once I've dealt with those 5 loans, I think I'm going to go and declare war on Ethiopia. And in fact, I should start fabricating some claims. I'm just going to grab all of the claims. Because we'll be here doing this a while. And you'll take that quickly enough. Excellent. Then we can just land, grab the troops, send them home. Job's done. In fact, you may as well just walk home. Mystics and storytellers. Ban offensive stories. We get more legalism. We get more legalism. We can burn down corruption. And we don't actually lose that much. It's pretty cool. So we are down to 1.8% corruption, which we can definitely get through just like regular systems. So I would say that we are basically now corruption free. We are making a very handy amount of money. And we, whoops, no, just roads. We are looking rather good right now. Could even start drilling some of these troops and get some professionalism. For that, though, what I think I will do is recruit some random generals and see who the best one is, although my army tradition right now is not great. Yeah, neither of you are particularly outstanding. You are one of the new generals, I believe. You start drilling. Maliki theologians move towards legalism. Sure, why not? Hell, you may as well start drilling too. Costing us 20 ducats a month, but I think worth it. So half of our army is going to be strong. Also, you need to be made to a standard template, but that's going to cost 400 ducats, so we're going to wait until everything is paid off and then we'll do that. So 4 more loans. Shouldn't take too long. And it was what, 1603 when this stream started, so it's taken us 27 years to recover from the war against the Ottomans. And we have successfully converted. How did their war against Russia go? Russia did lose some territory, but Russia is still growing. Russia is still strong. Major revolt. Oh, come on! Baghdad and Jaffia. Baghdad. You would be a terrible army to send over there. I just don't really want to stop your training. Is Jafar close? No, Jafar's... No, that's Jeddah.